Let's go.
Let's
JDM.
go. Let go, brother Guy. Welcome back. So UFC 315 finished literally just a few minutes ago. And
Yeah.
as always, BG, we start
At the top of the card.
at the top of the card. We saw our guy JDM doing it for the Tim Tams, getting the job done here. Stunning performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, just a few minutes ago, we saw him become the new champion here.
Mhm.
Yeah, great performance. We were very impressed by his movement overall. Takedown defense was impeccable. I wouldn't say impeccable, but yeah, enough to get the job done on the night. PG, what can you tell us
Yeah.
here, bro?
No, I would go as far as to say quite impeccable because I mean if you think about who he fought against, I mean Belal Muhammad takes everybody down that he fights, right? That's what he's good at. That's his best weapons. And JDM did a fantastic job in nullifying that. Let's get real here. He he basically took the fight to Belal and he was able to negate a lot of the wrestling that Belal was trying to do at him. And you can see on screen there Belal shot 9 times, only landing 3 of that takedowns. And when he landed those takedowns, I think JDM wasn't too long on his back, maybe 30 seconds at most, and he gets up again, and then he's standing and going back to work with his jabs and switching stances and fighting out at different positions. And I think you used the word quite a lot in the live stream. You said that Bilal looked looked a bit confused, and I think that's very accurate if you think about the fight. Because JDM was switching stances so much, and he was throwing strikes whether he was going forward or he was going backwards. Especially when he was going backwards, when Bilal was letting his hands go. JDM did a fantastic job at actually countering and head movement and staying out of the way. I mean, look, he was getting caught regardless. I mean, Bilal did land a lot of strikes because JDM's had a blue mark on his face, his nose a little busted up as well. And but I think that came towards the round 4, round 5 when when Bilal was actually landing a little bit cleaner. But I think the body of the fight largely went in Jack's favor. I mean, he was the better striker. He was in flow state. There was moments where he was actually schooling on Bilal, and I just while you were in the toilet a moment ago before we started the recording, I was listening to John Anik talk about it. The post fight is currently on right now. So I was listening to John Anik talk about JDM, and he was saying throughout fight week he felt that JDM was going to win the fight just because the way JDM was speaking to Bilal and about Bilal. He was saying there was moments when they were in the face of JDM was usually quiet the whole time, but then when they were in the face of JDM would just murmur under his breath to Bilal saying, "I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna fuck you up." And then that's what Janik just disclosed that information now, and I can believe it, bro. I mean, JDM looked like he was like nothing was gonna beat him on the night. I don't think he was gonna get beaten on the night. Bilal's nickname is the bully, and I don't think he could bully JDM at all. And the moment we realized that he couldn't take JDM down was when we realized that JDM was gonna win this fight. And both of
Mm,
us had said JDM. Both of us had said Bilal was gonna win. We wanted JDM to win, but we all thought that Bilal was gonna win him. But bruh, we have to give props to what JDM does, dude. He looks like a complete fighter to me. He's got fantastic boxing. He's got good wrestling, good takedown. He can reverse. He scrambles. He doesn't accept positions. He's dangerous, dude, and I think he's well deserved to be to be the champion on the night.
yeah, no, I definitely agreed. Fantastic performance. But do you think that there's anything to be said about Bilal on the night? Do you think he might have had a bit of an off night? I mean, in terms of his game plan, he said he was going to go out there and strike, and he tried to do that, which was
Mm,
obviously not the way to go. I mean, we could see it
mm,
from here that he was never going to get that right. So, I mean, I'm just trying to get an idea of what the thinking was there. You know what I mean? Because, I
yeah.
mean, he said the same thing against Leon. He did the job against Leon. So I think maybe just a bit of overconfidence possibly there
Yes.
going in. What do you think?
Yes. I think you're spot
Yeah.
on there, Eddie. I think it is overconfident. You can see by the way he walked out, the way he was like smirking at the camera and like blinking when they were saying his name and stuff, and the way he was speaking as well was that
Yeah.
he was gonna walk through JDM. But I just think he didn't believe what he was saying. Because there's one thing if you think about what Bilal said throughout fight week, people don't talk about this enough. But what Bilal did say in fight week was he doesn't think that JDM will crack the way Leon does. But he does think he can beat him. He does think he can walk through him. When he said that in middle week that he doesn't think that JDM can crack the way Leon does, I thought, why are you saying that? That's basically you basically saying that you don't think that you can walk through him, but then you go and say that you're gonna walk through him. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think Bilal was way overconfident. And he completely disregarded JDM's skill set. To be honest with you, and he got surprised. I mean, JDM threw 364 strikes, landing 200 of that 360.
Sure.
That's really good. Look, Bilal also threw quite a good number. Bilal threw 349 strikes and then 155 out. So it's also really good volume, good numbers as well. But I think JDM was a lot cleaner, and he just looked more polished. And the way that he set up his strikes was just beautiful to watch, dude. I think Bilal didn't do anything wrong. I just think he fought someone that was a lot better than what Bilal thought.
Yeah, agreed. But yeah, of course, that does now set up, like you said, we had Islam Makachev come out with his tweet just a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Time to become double champ, inshallah. So, is this, do you think, going to be the immediate match for JDM, or do you think they'll give him another contender first?
I think it'll be the immediate match for JDM, especially because it's Islam. UFC promised Islam this situation. That's why we didn't get announcements for the lightweight division earlier in the year. So they were
Mm.
this was in the works. And JDM welcomed the fight. He did say before the fight against Bilal, he's like, I'm gonna beat Bilal and I'm happy to welcome Islam to the welterweight division. So JDM also wants that fight. So I do think
Yeah,
that the UFC is gonna make it happen. I think what's more interesting about what Islam is saying here, he's saying time to become double champ.
yeah.
And if you scroll down on Islam's post, he made another post saying that he's not vacating the. If you click on Islam's name, he said, "There we go. He's not vacating the title." So he's looking to defend both titles. So what that simply means is we're gonna have JDM versus Islam, and we're gonna have Charles Oliveira versus Ilia Topuria.
There we go. So finally, we have some clarity on the whole situation there.
Yeah.
But yeah, just again, shout out to JDM. Absolutely fantastic performance. And I mean, early predictions there for Islam versus JDM. I mean, I guess it's difficult to say when you see such a great performance from JDM, but we know Islam
Mm.
is a different level. So do you give the man a chance here in this fight, or do you think Islam's going to steamroll him?
I've got the feeling that Islam's gonna beat him. I want to see JDM beat him. I want to see JDM go all the way. I think he's a fantastic fighter. And he did really well, but Bilal's wrestling and Islam's wrestling is not the same level. Let's get
Mm.
real here, And I do think that between the two fighters, between Islam and Bilal, Islam is a lot more of a killer. Like he will put you away, bruh, and he's happy to
Yeah.
do it. So I
And
do think
Islam's
that
also not going to strike. You know what I mean? He's not going to
yes,
strike for the full 5 rounds. So
no, no, you won't.
yeah,
You will wrestle, and when he wrestles, it's like people panic defend.
yeah,
And the one thing about JDM is he does look a lot more comfortable in defending takedowns, and like he's actually very good at it. He's very good at it. But I mean, how many times are we gonna keep saying um, fighters that fight against Islam, as long as you keep it standing, you give a good chance. But
mm,
it's never happened. You know what I mean? Dustin Poirier was one of the best boxers in lightweight division, stood with Islam for 4 rounds and couldn't actually hurt him. So yeah, man. I don't know. I want to see JDM beat him, but at the moment I just don't see him. I don't see him doing it.
yeah, yeah. And fair play to your comment about JDM's takedown defense. I really liked the kind of tactic he was employing whenever
Yes.
Bilal went in on a single, that he was dropping
Yeah.
down to one knee like that to kind of nullify and move his
Mm.
hand position. So I thought that was, I mean, flawless again on the night.
Yeah.
Just great game plan, great movement, striking was fantastic. I think the only thing that was missing there was a finish, but fair play to Bilal, tough as nails there, because there were a couple of punches that could have put him out. I mean, that
Yeah.
knee was nasty, bro.
And he stood
But
it.
PG, yeah, yeah, no, he definitely took a couple of punches there. Do you have any final thoughts here on this one?
Pardon me. Not really. Just very happy for JDM. Really, very happy for him. And then for Bilal, as much as like we tease the guy and we go at him for being a bit of a boring athlete and sometimes a bit of an annoying person on the microphone, you should hold his head up high because he did go in there with a deadly, tough opponent, and he didn't get dropped. He got dropped at the end, but I think that was more exhaustion than he was actually getting hurt. And
Mm,
a performance like that, you should hold his head up high, bro. And you just remember he's still number one. He's not like he's going down now to number 5 or number 6. He's still up there, and yeah, I don't think we're gonna see the last of Bilal. I think we're gonna see more of him because he is still a top fighter.
fair play, fair play. Who do you think he fights next? Just before we move on, let's bring up the
Bilal,
rankings there. Yeah,
let's see the rankings.
we got Brady Bags, of course, and Machado Gary would probably be the two.
You probably get Machado Gary, even though I think Brady is deserving of the shot. I think he'll probably give Machado Gary.
And he did, of course, beat Sean Brady already. So yeah,
That's why
it's
I'm
looking
saying it.
likely for Machado Gary. Yeah, yeah, agreed there. But ladies and gentlemen, if you have any thoughts, drop us a comment there, and yeah, please like and subscribe to the channel.